Lesson number one, my country people, talk about it. Listen, whether or not you accept my country people is a force to reckon with. Me, I agree. He's an enemy that is strong. So we got to be technical to what they do. We thank my country people for this wonderful job. Now, we'll go ahead.
Ambazonians. Yes, I come advise una. I know say una no like for hear the sound of my voice. I understand, but before you cut this audio, make I ask you one simple question. If you no listen to your enemy, how you could defeat it? If you don't know what your enemy they do, how you could defeat it? So I can't help una. So just listen. Make we just play this game for a few minutes only. I promise you I no go long. So I don't go through una communication on social media. Of course, I be very competent. I do my job. I want to destroy everything when I do am. That's why I watch, I monitor, I listen, and I infiltrate all una conversations them and una social media spaces. But now because una no get the same competence and una stupid, now why that una no want hear what you get for talk. If una hear what you talk, una fit get clues and small sense for the way una fit even use them against me. You see, at the advice that but maybe not even the advice that I bring up for now. So make I continue. I don't listen to una social media discourse so for Facebook, for WhatsApp, and all the other forums them, and una they talk mainly about two things them. The way forward, because they wanna know say una don't stagnate. Someone they talk about how the whole so-called revolution don't fail. When I start talking about now this person destroy revolution, now this person don't make revolution fail, now this person destroy revolution. Those kind of conversations them it tell me say when I say something I don't realize that the nonsense it don't fail. But then again, that's not what I came to talk about. When I also talk now about making alliances with federalists, about having a plan B, having a fallback position, all of those things then now the realization say una day in total understanding say things are not going your way. Let's just put it that way. And I know say all una agree to that. Now when I don't also they talk about dialogue, negotiation with the Cameroon government, I know being at the official spokesperson for Cameroon government, me I been at the unofficial spokesperson for the Cameroon government. Okay, so like I been talk, the advice I bring up for una say, in order for una for dialogue with we or for negotiate with we, you need for get something where I want them. That is called leverage. You need for bring leverage. So ask yourself this: if you've been a Cameroon government, knowing what way they happen in the Anglophone zone today, why would you go to dialogue with the Ambazonians? It's a simple question. You think about them. You yourself, put yourself in the shoes of your enemy or your opponent. Let's call it opponent or adversary. You be Cameroon government, where it be a sovereign nation, you get a seat at the United Nations, a seat at the African Union. You get all of these international relations with all of these nations around the world. You get an army. And why will you go to dialogue with Ambazonians, especially ones in the diaspora? Why? To achieve what? Do they have something you need or want? So now, the only way where we feel force we or force Cameroon government if we can't negotiate with now say on that dialogue table you have to give something to receive something. It's called a compromise. So you must have something to trade with. Your leverage now waiting. So according to you, you think say if Cameroon government no can dialogue with you, you go kidnap some money for Labukam. That one is your leverage. Say you get the capability for kidnapping people for Bamenda. That's the leverage you have. Really? Okay. Good luck with that. So the other people they want for negotiate, but they talk about an armed resistance. Say it is so. Now boots on the ground. You need the firepower on the ground. Firepower. Okay. Fantastic. Might tell you something, eh? No matter how much so-called firepower we wanna get them on the ground, you still need the leverage. The leverage now say wanna take territory from Cameroon government, hold them, control them, even for 1 week, demonstrate una capability for that firepower on the ground. Okay. When I don't do that, even for 1 week, because 1 week self, it not will even be a dent in, because even when I hold on for 1 week and then the next week we'll enter for the Kiki, take control over the territory back. so you achieve what? But just do that as a sign of demonstrating, say, when I get the capability or ability. That would be something. So, now the advice that I bring up when I want to negotiate, you have to have something to offer. On the table, what are you offering? Cessation of kidnapping. Kidnap all Anglophones if you want. Please do. Now the people then will talk, how many people Paul Biya go kill? Continue to kidnap them. It's okay. When the people don't tire, like the one we happened for Momo the other day, they catch two the Bonham tire. For Pinyin, they catch and Bonham. For Bali, on the 28th of February, just 2 or 3 days ago, when I see 9 Amba, they can't surrender for public square. They display them for public square. Shinarambo surrender, na no pity brother, no pity sister will wipe them. The people the way they be supposed to can't give una the independence. When I leverage, when I chips on the board, or when I pawns, where when I play them like draft, like checkers or even chess. When I pawns on the chess board, now who? Oliver 33 Expo, General Virus, Fonte Lucas, Mad Dog for Mancon, General JC, the mansion builder, Ivomba, General Fang, Supreme Commander, General Poison, General Blackbat, General Andrew Ngoe, General RK. All this one that name, so we don't kill them or in case we don't know. We don't really kill them. So who be the people the way they could give them the firepower? Because for 2018-19, where Una realized that was the peak of your ability, and at that time the majority of the Anglophone civilian population be even support or at least be sympathetic to the Ambazonian nonsense, and the international community be even get a listening ear. At least they be somehow sympathetic for listen to Una. At that time, Una nobody do public executions yet on video and then claim responsibility. At that time, Ayabacho Lucas be still be free man and not be arrested and charged with crimes against humanity. At that time, even the Cameroon government, it be somehow feel like say the need for do something, concessions, or try to appease the situation. Now why that way they get grand national dialogue? Now why that way go play drama for Switzerland, play some drama for Canada? When I can't fall for the knock on Anzelo, beat them, knock them, score, go. When I also come again, we do the same for Konengi talk, now fall again for Switzerland, fall again for Canada, and I should say when I go fall again because when our position it be desperate. So the simple advice I bring up and I say, you want can negotiate for table, bring something that I want. Bring concession. Your concession cannot be that I will stop kidnapping for ransom. No, hold territory where you can't trade them on the table, then I will take you seriously. Okay, when I capture some part, whether na Guzang, even only one street, capture one street, hold on for 1 week, demonstrate capability, we will take you seriously. Okay, when I bring something to negotiate with, firepower on the ground, bring something, capture territory, hold on, come on the table with leverage. Now the advice I bring up for now, make come. Demonstrate some kind of capability. I don't advise when I say if I be united, when I could destroy me, but when I never even hear that one. So I know say even plus this advice I give una as beautiful as it is. Now Kowata the trying for Dr. Power back because we have been all wonderfulish international idiots.
Lesson number 1, my country people, Dr. Waiting. Listen, whether or not you accept my country people is a force to reckon with. Me and I agree. This is an enemy that is strong. So we got to be technical to what they do. We thank my country people for this wonderful job. Now, we'll go ahead.
My country people then, recently when I don't hear about countries them like Mali, Senegal, Chad, Niger and the rest, they talk say they don't want France and their military inside their country anymore. They kick out the French ambassadors, they kick out the French military bases the way they be present inside their country. Why Cameroon it never do the same? Fantastic question. Why Cameroon it never kick out the French military bases the way they did inside Cameroon? Why not only Niger, Gabon, Ivory Coast, Burkina Faso and all of these other countries we hear about? The answer is simple. There is not a single French military base inside Cameroon. All these other countries, the Mali, Senegal, Chad, Djibouti, Gabon, Ivory Coast, Burkina Faso, Niger, and the rest, they get France, their military be present inside their sovereign territory. Cameroon, it never ever allowed that nonsense. Even when President Paul Biya be take power for 1982 as a fresh brand new president, where it be young and vulnerable, President Paul Biya be experienced coup d'etat for 1984, just 2 years after it take over power from President Amadou Ahidjo. And even despite that reality, it no consult the French, it no go for France run like the other countries, the Mali, Senegal, Chad, Niger, and the rest, for go seek for France their protection. So when I need to understand, say these other African countries, then when mostly French speaking, they will need this alliance with France for France to protect their head of state and their personal interest. Now why that way they run go for France, go beg France, we can't give them military protection for their own country, for protect the president interest, and then France to also protect their interest. That nonsense, it never ever happened for Cameroon. Despite all the challenges where Cameroon get them, despite the upheaval, the insecurity, the political mago way they go on, even coup d'etat attempt for 1984, President Paul Biya, it never ever run go for France, they go ask the French for come protect ye inside your own country. A few years ago, President Paul Biya, ye own initiative na say in need for get a special unit for Cameroon when a rapid intervention battalion where they fit be deployed into any situation rapidly for achieve results, for bring back peace and normalcy. Now why that way the president be set up the B. Now the initiative for bring peace and normalcy inside Cameroon. When Boko Haram terrorism is starting in the north, now the B they will be deployed for day. When ambassador terrorism it happen in the Anglophone zone, they don't play a critical role. That one na initiative where President Paul Biya it be come up with. It no be need no European person, no white person, no French, Italian or any other person for come inside Cameroon, invade our national territorial space, for can operate a military base inside Cameroon. That has never happened. The only thing with Cameroon it do now say it get military alliances with Russia, with France, with the United States and other countries around the world, where we exchange intelligence, with the exchange training, with the exchange material. We buy material from them, they take our money, they give we military apparel. Now the only deal that we Cameroon get with any other nation, because Cameroon it be sovereign. Because Cameroon na a sovereign nation. All these other countries that they still fight they try for getting their sovereignty again for this 2020 something. Cameroon they don't get its sovereignty from the Europeans a very long time ago. Cameroon it need to depend on France or any other country for protect its citizen or for defend the head of state and protect its interest. Cameroonians they get the capability for defend their own interest and for guarantee national security within its territorial boundaries. They don't need no external force or any external powers to achieve that. So when I hear they talk about Mali, Senegal, Chad, Niger, Djibouti, Gabon, Ivory Coast and all these other countries, then for 2020 something that they talk say France must go, we want Russia. These countries they are still colonized even mentally, because when they talk to make France go, they call for who? Russia. Because the terrorism where they happen inside their country, they not be capable for fighting. Look at Congo for instance. M23, a rabble-rousing group, they don't grow to the level where they capture territories inside Congo. Look at Nigeria for corner day. Boko Haram don't capture territory inside Nigeria, control them, hold them. You get vast chunks of parts of Nigeria where Nigerian military no fit pass for day, because now Boko Haram it get total and complete situational control and ground control and physical control of that territory. That nonsense it never ever happened for Cameroon since independence on the 1st of January 1960 and then on to the 1st of October 1961. Cameroon it don't get sovereignty where they protect them using its own force, using its own security apparatus and its own army for defend the territorial integrity of Cameroon. Now why that way when I will hear that nonsense in other countries, when I not go hear them for Cameroon, because Cameroon na a sovereign nation and Cameroonians they protect the territorial integrity of Cameroon, not Europeans. They not the inside Cameroon for do that for we.
Hello there and welcome to our channel. For those who have subscribed, keep sharing the videos. For those who have not subscribed, hit the subscribe button and share the videos as many times as you can to your different groups on Facebook. Just keep sharing it. Send it to people on WhatsApp. Let it go across. I'm going to tell you one thing today, because I've been contacted by some people I respect a lot, especially those who knew me when I was plying my trade in Cameroon. Some say I should be very careful. I understand. That is why, if you look at my YouTube channel, I have written there clearly, standing behind courage is fear, but truth must be spoken, especially when it concerns Cameroon and the government of Mr. Biya. You see all the things happening in Cameroon. It has been going on for a very long time, for more than 40 years that Mr. Biya is in power. And so it is time Cameroonians get up as one people and put an end to this nonsense. Now, this message, I am sending this message to a very important person in Cameroon, because this person and his organization, they hold the key to the much needed change in Cameroon, the change that Cameroonians are clamoring for. This guy and his organization can change things come October. And that is why I call this message the message of my life. And I want it to go to this guy, because it's a guy I knew back in Ebolova, 2005, 2006, even 2004. Now, this message is to Eno Abrams Egbe and my brothers and sisters of the northwest and southwest regions of Cameroon. Anglophones, Ambazonians, call them that way. You see, first, let me quickly make something clear. I have had messages from people asking me, why are you so concerned about politics in La République du Cameroon and not Ambaland? Let me be honest with you. All of us are Cameroonians before being Francophones or Anglophones. We are all Cameroonians in the first place. And if you cut open my flesh, Ambazonia would flow, because Ambazonia is southern Cameroon. And when you talk about southern Cameroon, you talk about the northwest and the southwest regions of the country. And when you talk about the northwest and the southwest regions of the country, you talk about me. I belong. And so I sympathize. But at the same time, I know that with the government of Mr. Biya in power, there is no way that change can come. Because Mr. Biya will keep using the soldiers, that's the army, the gendarmes, the police, to fight against the children of the country. That's why I said, honneur et fidélité, which is like the slogan of our army. Honneur et fidélité. Fidelity and honor is not when you fight against the children of the land. Fidelity and honor is when you fight at the borders, defending the territory from foreign invaders. Fidelity and honor is not when you fight against the children of the land. I understand very well what is happening in the northwest and southwest regions. I've covered the story for more than 4 years while I was in Cameroon, so I understand. That said, let me go to my message to Eno Abrams Egbe. And the second part will be to the young people of the northwest and southwest regions of Cameroon. First, Mr. Eno Abrams Egbe, you are arguably the finest governor that Cameroon has ever had. And I can say this with all authority. Eno Abrams Egbe is the finest governor that Cameroon has ever had. Arguably, get me right. When he was governor of the South region, he transformed the South region. At a given time, there was a debate to change the name from Ebolowo That's Ibolova, as we commonly call it. But the people of the south, the indigenous people will call it Ebolowo. Eno Abrams Egbe did a fantastic job to transform the region of the president. I thought that maybe when Mr. Biya wanted to appoint him, he was going to be appointed either in charge of rural development or Ministry of Transport, something like that, public works, you know, those ministries that are concerned with the development of the national territory, because this guy is good at it. But now, Eno Abrams Egbe is the chairman of Elections Cameroon, the organization that will be organizing elections come October. And that is why I say this message is the message of my life, and this message is addressed to Eno Abrams Egbe. Sir, you are somebody who cannot go down in history as one of those who prepared the path to chaos in Cameroon. You, your family, your generation will not be happy that each time they want to mention the name of Eno Abrams Egbe, he is referred to as the one who, under his supervision of Elecam, organized an election that was not free, fair, and transparent, and led to upheaval in Cameroon. Mr. Eno Abrams Egbe, do the right thing for once. Transform Elecam like you transform the South region. Organize a free, fair election come October 2025, so that the right person can be voted, and let this nightmare, this misery, this abyss of unadulterated pain that Cameroonians are in can come to an end. Sir, do the right thing and go down in history as a great man. We saw it in Ghana. Ghanaians saw their electoral body organize a free, fair, and transparent election, and on the same day, the same night, the incumbent called the opposition leader to congratulate him on his victory. Mr. Eno Abrams Egbe, sir, please do the right thing. Organize a free, fair, and transparent election. Start by publishing the national list of registered voters as the Constitution of Cameroon demands. Sir, do the right thing. Now, to my brothers and sisters of the northwest and southwest regions of Cameroon, like I said, if you cut my skin, what will flow is Ambazonia, because Ambazonia is southern Cameroon. Southern Cameroon is made up of both regions, the northwest and southwest, and I belong. But I have listened to what leaders of self-proclaimed leaders, they are numerous, with one in prison back in Cameroon, the other one in Norway. But you see, what the southwest and northwest regions deserve is an autonomy like it was back then in the days of Foncha, so that they can manage the affairs of the two regions. so that they can manage the affairs of the two regions. Because what the children of these regions are going through is absolute injustice. Total injustice. If you look at when the lawyers and the teachers took to the streets demanding for magistrates and judges who understand the common law to be assigned to courts in both regions, it was not a crime. And it's not a crime and will never be a crime. When teachers said we are not happy with our conditions, and also the fact that you send teachers to teach subjects in the English language, whereas they don't master the colonial master's language, English. It was not a crime, it's not a crime, will never be a crime. So you see that the poor handling of the crisis by the government of Mr. Biya. First, when the demands were tabled before government, when the meeting took place in Bamenda with Jack Farman Dongo, it did not work. What did they resort to? What did they resort to? Torture. Arbitrary arrest and incarceration of the leaders. It escalated to what we have today as the Anglophone crisis. A crisis that has a serious toll on the economy of Cameroon. Government is pretending as if nothing is happening. A crisis that is taking lives, displacing people. Government is behaving as if nothing is happening. So, if there is the possibility of an Anglophone, anywhere in Cameroon you are, you have the opportunity to vote. Do not hesitate to vote for change. Don't vote for the CPDM party. I know that there are some misguided ones. Sorry to say this, but they've been misguided by who? Manipulated by those who call themselves elite of both regions. They have been in government, in a serious romance with Mr. Biya for how many years? What have they brought to the people of the northwest and the southwest regions of Cameroon? Go to Bamenda. You look at Bamenda, you will cry. The capital of the northwest region. Go to the southwest region, you will cry. The deep sea port project abandoned. The road from Kumba in Meme division right to Ndian, the prime minister's division, you will cry. The cement factory abandoned. The Down Beach project that Paul Tasson came and blabbed, abandoned. CDC, limping, bleeding. Please, do not vote for the CPDM party. Do not listen to the likes of Madame Etombi Gladys. Do not listen to the likes of Peter Mafani Musonge. Do not listen to the likes of Elon Paul Tasson, Belamoki Charles, Madame Nalova Lyonga. There are so many of them. Don't listen to them. They cannot help you. The young people of, ask them, why did you people take us to march under the sun, excruciating heat, with placards announcing the arrival of the deep sea port? Where is that deep sea port? Do not listen to them. Put pressure on Eno Abrams Egbe. He is a son of Manu. He is the board chair of Elekam. They have it in their hands to change the future of Cameroon by organizing a free, fair, and transparent election. Eno Abrams Egbe is a fantastic guy. His record as governor of the South region, Mr. Biya's region, speaks volumes. That is why he was made chairman, board of directors, Elekam. He's the chairman of Elekam. Yes, they are those managing that body. There was a time I sat down with my late boss, Zonganebu, God rest his soul, and we had a chat with Mr. Tiko, who is, I don't know if he's still part of Elekam. There are things I cannot say here, but I will tell you, they know the truth. And this time, for once, let them do the right thing. Organize a free, fair, and transparent election. And let the best candidate win. There is a bridge over troubled waters for Cameroonians. And that bridge is Professor Maurice Kamto. And he will help solve the Anglophone crisis through negotiation at a table of brotherhood. Inshallah, change shall come.